Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're looking at a couple more, well, three more of the Wrsetling Megastars from Epic Toys, formerly Chella Toys. And it is the three BWO figures. Now the BWO is a faction which were a parody of the NWO. You have the blue guy, who is the Blue Meanie, and he was a parody of the bad guy Scott Hall. You've got Big Stevie Cool, who was a parody of Kevin Nash. And then you have got Nova, who was known as the Hollywood Nova, who was a parody of Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Now, these were formed in 1996 in the ECW under the tutelage of Paul Heyman. So, a really cool comedic act, and I think they ran for about 2 years in ECW to around 1998, and they did make a brief appearance in the WWE in 2005. Pretty much a comedy faction made up of three really cool guys in ECW. So a really nice set to be brought to the Wrsetling Megastars line by Chella or Epic. I think it was Chella. It was under the Chella sort of banner these were signed. So first figure we've got, he's got Blue Meanie. So you've got the back of the box there. So you've got the NWO featured there, and they are featured in the tick box. Now I did say in the previous Wrsetling Megastars update video that I would discuss the tick boxes. So you've got a Josh Chernoff one there. Now Blue Meanie was released in Series 1 as well in a 2-pack with Josh Chernoff. So I'm a bit unsure as to where I go, because I'm trying to be one character per set. Now there is a solo figure of Josh Chernoff, but it isn't featured in the Wrsetling Megastars line. It's a Fight TV exclusive of Josh Chernoff on his own. So whether or not I get the Wrsetling Megastars version or that version, we'll wait and see. It might be that I look for a Lucy or something to that ilk, or if I get a good deal on the 2-pack, I might just get a second Blue Meanie. But that's for a future video. Today's video is about the BWO. So first one we're going to get into is the Blue Meanie. So let's have a closer look at him and see how he looks. We'll get this box open. One thing I didn't note on the last video is the changes they've made to their sort of bubbles. Now, previous figures from the Wrsetling Megastars line did have issues with the bubbles coming off, with the figure being too heavy for the bubble, which was just that there. So they've made a bigger sort of bubble, which is more of a square bubble, to make it sit on the card. So that does help sort of keep the figure on the card. So very, very good. So here he is, the Blue Meanie. So as always, he's got his little crop top off with his big belly hanging out. Little black shorts, little black boots, little black knee pads, and some blue laces on it. Hair dyed blue in a blue ponytail with his blue goatee beard, and then he's drawn on black glasses. So quite a cool and iconic character, especially in the ECW days. And it is nice to be getting a few of these ECW wrestlers. Now I know Zombie Sailor Toys is bringing out a lot of ECW characters as well. So I think there'll be a lot of ECW fans quite pleased with what is on the way from some of the companies. But there he is, the first one of the BWO. That blue guy, the Blue Meanie. So there he is. So the next one we are going to have a look at is Big Stevie Cool. There he is in package. Again, got the tick backs on the back of the box and the 3 figures there. So as I say, the only one for this Series 2 run that came out in one go I need to find is Haku. So hopefully I can get him sooner rather than later and bring you in a future video. But we shall get into Big Stevie Cool, that blue guy. I'll put that one down there, put the box to one side. And here he is in his little blue BWO crop top. You've got some nice grey shorts or jorts on him, black knee pads, black boots, and it's got some nice shades on and some long brown hair. Now, the one thing I have I've sort of noticed with this figure as to the way it is, he's probably arms maybe a bit too small compared to some of the other sort of retro style figures. You'd maybe think they need bigger arms, and the body of it, in all honesty, it just doesn't look in proportion quite like you'd want it to. You may want bigger legs and, like I say, bigger legs and bigger arms. But otherwise, it does look quite a cool figure. Obviously, the BWO t-shirt being the sort of main aspect of it. But as I say, you'd maybe want a bit more sort of a bulk to the legs and arms and just a bit more of a fuller figure. But otherwise, not a bad interpretation of Big Stevie Cool. So there's Big Stevie Cool. And the final figure is the Hollywood Nova, the de facto Hulk Hogan of the BWO, which was portrayed by Nova. Or in this case, Hollywood Nova. So we should get Nova out of the box. Come on, quite a lot easier than the others. Let's take him out. Again, you've got the back of the box. Nova featured there and the 3 figures on the back. So, matching box. So, with Nova, you've got the obviously the Hollywood bandana. Some pretty cool yellow gloves with blue straps. Blue and yellow wrestling trunks. Bit of eye makeup underneath the shades. Got their own black beard. A weight belt on it with Hollywood on the back. To be honest, I think of the 3 figures, this is the most detailed and probably best looking of the 3. I'd probably go Hollywood Nova, Blue Meanie, and then I think the weakest of the bunch is the Big Stevie Cool. I just don't think the proportions are right on the arms and legs, so you'd probably go like that. I think those 2 are pretty cool and pretty good efforts, but I think the Big Stevie Cool, back to the drawing board, guys, at Chella Wrestling Trade. I just don't think it's the greatest figure, but the other 2, I am really really impressed with, and I do like the Nova figure. I think it looks absolutely on point, to be honest. It's like, I mean, if you compare the 2 bodies on the 2, you can see what I mean with the Big Stevie Cool. This one just looks sort of like proportioned right. It's just the body on this, the proportions of it just doesn't seem to sit right. But we shall take the BWO and add them to the miscellaneous retro figures collection and see how they look with the other figures. So let's go take a look. So guys, there you can see the BWO added into the collection. Just a bit disappointed, like I say, with the proportions of Stevie Richards there. I think he should have been made a bit bigger, well, a bit broader. Rather than bigger, he's got the right height of the figure. It's just the broadness of the figure. I think it could have been butched up a little bit. But we'll pan across the full Chella Epic Toys Retro Miscellaneous collection as it stands there. You can see all the figures. So I am getting the Chella figures and the Epic Toys figures all in as I can pick them up. So as I say, pleased we've got the BWO. But as I say, I think the Big Stevie Cool figure really lets the set down. Just not the right proportions for the other figures in the line. Otherwise, really happy with the Blue Meanie and Hollywood Nova, especially Hollywood Nova. I think it looks a really cool figure and looks really, really toyetic. So that was one of them maybe re-look at in the future. But otherwise, really pleased with how this epic Chella Zombie Sailor Grapplers and Gimmicks set is coming together. So there it is. And just before we close out this video, I thought it was quite a nice little idea to just put the BWO with the NWO counterparts. Hollywood Nova, Hollywood Hogan, the blue guy, the bad guy, and big Stevie Cool, and big sexy Kevin Nash. And really, you can see what I'm saying in this comparison about the big Stevie Cool figure. The absolute, I've got to say, the absolute letdown of the set. Poor interpretation and poor sort of sizing, I think, for the retro line. But the other two, if you do look, they fit in quite well with the display. Really pleased with the Hollywood Nova and the Blue Meanie. Really happy with those. It's, as I say, the big Stevie Cool just seems to let the set down. But we'll go and close out this video and let you have your own comments on what you think to the BWO. So guys, there you have it, the BWO from Epic Toys, Chella Toys, Retro Figures, whichever one you want to go with. Like I say, really let down with the big Stevie Cool figure. I'm trying to put a positive spin on it, but it really is crap. Otherwise, the other two do look really good. I think it was obviously, as I say, I think these figures were what Epic got lumbered with from the Chella takeover, and I just think the big Stevie Cool, it just needed to be a bit bulkier a figure, broader, a bit more meat on the legs, bit more meat on the arms, bit bigger body. The height's right, but the scale of the head is really small. It's got small head disease as well. So I'm not going to let my negativity of that figure spoil the other two, though. I think the Blue Meanie and the Hollywood Nova figures look absolutely great and look fantastic in your set. But let me know in the comments what you think to the figures. Like I say, 2 out of 3 I really am pleased with. The third one, bit of a disappointment, I think. But, as I say, let me know in the comments what you think. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate every single one of you taking the time to watch my videos and give me your thoughts on them. Otherwise, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.